What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. Okay, guys, so we are actually going to continue our coverage over Night Terrors, DC's big summer event. Now, we're covering the main storyline today with Night Terrors number 3. Now, remember, guys, when it comes to Night Terrors, it's about the idea that right now you have a new bad guy out there known as Insomnia. Now, when it comes to Insomnia, he is basically looking for something called the Nightmare Stone. Now, for him to be able to actually find the Nightmare Stone, he has to jump around between different people's nightmares as a way to actually find the Nightmare Stone. Now, what he did was he put the entire world to sleep so that it'll be easier for him to jump around between different people's nightmares as a way to hopefully find the Nightmare Stone. Now, so far in this DC's massive event, he has not found the Nightmare Stone yet. Now, like I said earlier, we're covering the main storyline. And when it comes to the main storyline, it does focus on two particular characters, Deadman and the original Sandman from the 1940s. And right now, they're trying to work together to hopefully figure out how to stop Insomnia. Now, when it comes to Deadman, you have to remember that he has the ability to possess other people's bodies so that he can actually communicate with people in the world of the living. And so right now he's using the body of Batman. Now, with that being said, at the end of our last video, Deadman tried to use his powers as a way to connect to the mind of Insomnia, hoping to learn more about Insomnia. Because if he's able to learn more about the origin of Insomnia, they may find a way to actually stop him. The problem is, though, at the end of our last video, when he tried to dive into the mind of Insomnia, it gave away their location. And so you had Insomnia say, "My sleepless nights, go out there, find Deadman, find Sandman, and kill them both right now." And so at the end of our last video, we left off with the sleepless nights, I have no idea why I had a hard time saying that, but the sleepless nights being able to actually find Deadman and Sandman and try to kill them. And so getting into the opening pages of this book, I really do like the opening pages of this book. And the reason why, because when it comes to the main storyline, like I said earlier, it really only focuses on two characters, Deadman and also Sandman. And let's not forget, Deadman is right now using the body of Batman so that he'll be able to actually be active in the world of the living. Now, with that being said, though, they're right now fighting against the sleepless nights by themselves. Now, the reason why I'm trying to point that out, because when it comes to all the tie-ins and also the main storyline, right now, our only hope of seeing Insomnia being stopped comes down to Deadman and also Sandman, because most of the heroes are technically still asleep right now. And the heroes who are awake right now, well, they're trying to run away and stay alive. They really cannot help out when it comes to stopping Insomnia. And so it comes down to Deadman and also, of course, Sandman. Now, with that being said, though, that is the moment you have Robin appear, Damian Wayne, the son of Bruce Wayne. And this is actually very huge, because if you saw our Batman video for Night Terrors, you know at the end of that storyline, Batman wakes up. But once he does wake up, he is confronted by Robin. And so this book right here is going to explain how in the world is Robin not being affected right now by Insomnia's powers? Because when it came to Insomnia, he put the entire world to sleep. But on top of that, we did see some heroes in the tie-ins begin the process of actually fighting their nightmares and being able to actually wake up to hopefully kind of help out a fight against Insomnia. Either way, you do have Robin tell Deadman and also Sandman, it's time to go. We cannot technically fight against these warriors. They're too strong. And so he calls in a bat plane and they're able to fly out of there and get away for the time being to hopefully, man, having a hard time saying words, to hopefully make a game plan to stop Insomnia. Now, as soon as they do get on the bat plane, well, that is the moment you have Damian say, hey, I know you're not Batman. I know that right now some kind of demonic or ghost being is right now possessing the body of my father, which honestly, he is correct. It's not Batman, it's Deadman. And so that is the moment you have Deadman leave the body of Batman to reveal himself. Now, this is actually very huge. And what I mean by that is usually folks cannot see Deadman at all or be able to actually communicate with him unless he's actually possessing a body of someone who is actually alive. But on top of that, the only people who can really see him or actually talk to him when he's not possessing a body is someone with magical powers. And so as soon as he leaves the body of Batman, you think, okay, there's no way Sandman or Robin should be able to actually talk to him. Except that is the moment we see that Robin is actually able to see him and actually talk to him as well. And you do have Robin kind of give some kind of lame excuse on why he's able to actually do that by saying that he has too much experience with death, and so it kind of gives him a reason why he's able to see ghosts. Either way though, you do have Robin say, listen, we have to figure out how to stop Insomnia. Now, that is the moment where you have Deadman say, listen, we're technically on the run, which means that no matter what, the sleepless nights are gonna find us. So why don't I try once again to connect with the mind of Insomnia to hopefully learn more about his origin. And if we're able to learn more about his origin, maybe we can find a way to actually stop him. Now, when it comes to Sandman, he literally hates this idea because every single time Deadman does that, he gives away their location. But at the same time, like Deadman say, we're technically on the run. They're trying to follow us and hopefully kill us. So why not go ahead and try this one more time to learn more about Insomnia? And so that is the moment where we actually do see Deadman try one more time to connect with the mind of Insomnia. Now, when he does that, we do learn a little bit more about the origin of Insomnia, but honestly, not that much to give us a clear picture of the origin of Insomnia. And so we kind of find out that apparently Insomnia was recommended to go to a support group. Now, the reason why he was sent to the support group is because he was not getting any kind of sleep at all. And the reason why he was unable to actually sleep is because apparently something big happened to him thanks to the Justice League. And every time he goes to sleep or he closes his eyes, he sees what happened to him all over again. And so that is why he was recommended to go to this support group to kind of work through what he's actually having a hard time letting go. The problem is though, as soon as you had one member of this group say, hey, we're here to help you forgive the Justice League, he goes crazy and he kills every single person in that support group. Bam, just like that, they're all gone. And you're kind of like, whoa, what in the world? But then you have Insomnia technically tell us that he knows what Deadman is trying to do. That Deadman is right now trying to learn the origin of Insomnia to hopefully find a way to stop Insomnia. And so you have Insomnia technically kick Deadman out of his mind. Now, once you have Deadman kind of being done connecting to the mind of Insomnia, once he's able to actually go back over to Robin and also Sandman, you do have Deadman tell Robin and Sandman, listen, when it comes to the Nightmare Stone, it's not in the world of dreams, nor the world of nightmares. Matter of fact, it's not even the world of the living. That matter of fact, when it comes to the Nightmare Stone, it's in between two particular worlds, the worlds of dreams and the world of the living. And so you're gonna have to find a way to actually access that world if we're gonna be able to actually find the Nightmare Stone. And so luckily for Deadman and Robin, that Sandman does have a way to actually access that world. The world that's right now between the world of the living and the world of dreams. And so you have Sandman say that before he had died, he was working on a lot of different kinds of chemicals, but he had one particular chemical that had the ability to transfer a mind in the world between awake and asleep. And so with this chemical, you won't be technically asleep, but at the same time, you technically won't be awake either. And so with this chemical, you should be able to actually access that world that lies between dreams and awake. And once you go in that world, hopefully you can find the Nightmare Stone. And so you have Sandman use this chemical on Robin and Deadman to hopefully find the Nightmare Stone in this new world they're going to go to. And so that is the moment where we do see Robin and Deadman travel to this new world. Now, right off the bat, you have Deadman tell us that this is called the Hollow. Now, to me personally, the Hollow seems to be kind of like the transition world. And what I mean by that is, so in the world of the living, you are awake. But once you go to sleep, your mind begins to travel into the world of dreams. And so it seems that the Hollow is kind of like the phase you have to go through, or the path you have to go through to actually reach the world of dreams. It's a transition world. But on top of that, once you're done dreaming and go back into the world of living, your mind has to once again travel through the Hollow to be able to actually reach the world of living. That's what I got from this point of the story. Now, I could be wrong, and matter of fact, you guys can tell me down below in the comment section, but for me personally, that's what I got from this little section right here. Either way, the Nightmare Stone is actually here in the Hollow. Now, when it comes to the Nightmare Stone, they have to travel through the Hollow to be able to actually find it. And matter of fact, Robin and Deadman are able to find it, but they have to go through one particular memory. And when it comes to this particular memory is how Deadman died. Now guys, you have to remember, when it comes to Deadman, he was actually part of a circus. Now, while he was performing in midair, he was shot. Now, we were left to believe that he died after getting shot in midair, that he died before he even hit the ground. But you have Deadman say, no, that is actually wrong. Matter of fact, I died after I hit the ground because I was bleeding out. I literally got shot in midair. I crashed on the ground. My body was broken. I literally was bleeding out, calling out for help. That is how I died. And right now, the reason why I'm seeing this again right now, because the Nightmare Stone is putting me to test. It's giving me a test right now. And if we're going to actually be able to beat this test, we have to do one particular thing. We have to do a sacrifice. And so you have Deadman, who's right now in the body of Batman in the Hollow, technically killed this memory version of himself as a way of a sacrifice so that he'll be able to actually get the Nightmare Stone. The problem is though, once he gets the Nightmare Stone and you have Robin and Deadman actually go back into the world of the living, you have Deadman, who's still in the body of Batman, holding the Nightmare Stone. And so yes, they were able to bring the Nightmare Stone back into the world of the living. But here comes the problem though, because again, Deadman, who's right on the body of Batman, is holding the Nightmare Stone, but he says, we have the Nightmare Stone. We can use it to stop insomnia, and then my dreams will come true. And so it seems like right now, Deadman is technically being controlled by the Nightmare Stone. But here's the thing though, the book ends on that note right there. And so with that being said though, I do hope you enjoyed today's comic book video. And if you did, please leave me a like down below and subscribe. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Later.